Good morning, good morning, good morning. Rise and shine. Happy Tuesday. Come on in. Come on in, y'all. Another episode of Car Chronicles. Listen, I got questions. Y'all know when I got questions, when she got questions, she go live. I got questions. Come on in. Come on in. I got questions. I'm looking for answers this morning. I got an hour and a half to find my answers because that's how long it's going to take me to get to this office. Come on in. Let me know that you're here. Drop a comment. Let me know where you're chiming in from. Hit the like button. Doesn't cost you a thing. Come on in. It is likely that what we'll be talking about will impact you if you are a taxpayer in the US of A. Some of y'all are residents of the USA, but y'all like, child, I ain't paying no taxes since 1989. Good morning, Yvonne. Good morning. Good morning. You know, when I say the new administration has gotten it on and pop, I'm wondering how many relationships are probably gonna mess around and end. Good morning, virtuous woman. Good morning. Listen, I wonder how many relationships gonna mess around and end behind this administration. I'm wondering because for some people, you know, our President Trump, can't do no wrong. Then you got some people who like, listen, wrong is wrong, and I'm gonna call it like it is. And he wrong, this ain't right. And those are the type of people I like to communicate with because it's not about just going along with somebody because you like them. It's about really kind of thinking through what the hell this person trying to do. Like, does it make sense? Because we all know, we got people, we got loved ones, family, friends, foe who we ride for them, but sometimes they be on some other kind of stuff. And you be like, you know what? You doing the most. I cannot. You doing the most. I cannot. And I think it's good to have, people in your life who can let you know or pull you to the side and say, this not cool. I ride with you. I support you. But this right here, and I think that's what it's coming down to, like with this, Trump administration. I think you got a good a number of people who were like initial, riders for President Trump. But then when he started doing just other stuff that kind of wasn't mentioned at the time he was running for office, I think that's where people like, hold up, hold up, hold up. You say you about to do what? I don't remember you saying that, sir, back in August when I seen you. I don't remember you saying that part. I don't remember you saying that you were going to cut the funds for my child's school, that you want to get all up in my W-2s. Like, I don't remember that part, sir. I don't remember that part. You got to remind me. Fox, I'm gonna need for y'all to do the playback and remind me on when he said that he was gonna do that part. All I heard was him saying that we finna deport some damn folks that don't need to be here. I ain't hear nothing else. How many of y'all, that's all the hell you heard? You ain't hearing nothing else. You just heard him saying that whoever the F don't belong here, getting the hell on. Getting the hell on. So now he on Trump on some type of time like, well, yeah, I said that, but I'm ready for some people who got these government jobs to get the hell on. What? These folks who voted for you, these are the ones you trying to get rid of. Oh, okay. Y'all, this man and got so happy with the you're fired, you're fired, you're fired to where they done upped around and fired the wrong folks. They done fired the people who deal with the nuclear explode. Listen, child. They done hired some folks that you don't need to be. They done fired some folks you don't need to be firing. They like, oh shit, my bad. They happen to spin the block and circle back around to people who they gave them walking papers to say, oh, my bad. So it's like, it's not a good look, because it's just like some of these people are saying that they actually had accepted the resignation, like they did that part, but though they still got you're fired again last week. So it's just like, wait a minute, sir. I was one of those 75 plus thousand people who said I would accept the resignation. So why am I getting papers talking about I'm fired? What like, so is that, to me, they didn't it's almost like they didn't sent out this mass email saying you're fired, you're fired, you're fired, when everybody who got the not everybody who got that communication should have gotten that communication. You see what I'm saying? Like, some people who was getting a walking papers shouldn't have gotten their walking papers. So now HR got to try to circle back around, reach out to these folks who they didn't gave their walking papers to, and some of the information that they have as far as for contact information for some of these people, um it's not updated information, so they can't even like reach all these people. So some of them they've gotten to come back, but some of them, I think, child, it's about like 300 of them. It's about 300 of these people who they damn fired erroneously. They done messed around and fired and gave the wrong papers to, and they're like, oh, my bad, we need y'all, we need you for this position, we need you for that position, my bad, can you come back? So imagine being that person, y'all, who got fired, and you felt like you got your walking papers disrespectfully. You felt like you were disrespected in that moment with how they came at you, because remember, a lot of these people are saying they were told they was losing their jobs because of their poor performance. Mind you, a lot of these people like, that's a damn lie, because I just had a performance review 6x amount of months ago, and it was great comments made about my work performance. So how do we get here? So peep this. Some of those people who were told, hey, we're letting you go because of poor performance, are the very people who are being called to come back. So which one is it? Do I damn suck? Or was you lying? Was you lying when you said that I wasn't performing well when you let me go? Which one is it? So it's giving that the excuse to let a lot of people go was poor performance, but really, y'all, these people didn't necessarily have poor performance. It was a numbers thing. They had to cut these jobs because of the numbers. Good morning, everyone. Good morning as you're coming on in. Good morning, good morning. I see my virtuous woman. She at work, getting them out, getting the trolls out. I appreciate you as usual. Good morning, Felicia Franklin. Good morning. Good morning, anyone, William. Good morning, anyone I've missed. But a lot of people are like, yo, like, they told me I gotta go because of my poor performance, but the math ain't mathing, because I've never had a bad performance review. And here's the thing with that. Meta has taken, that's, using that same playbook to where they did a lot of firing of people too, and a lot of those people. So Meta, that's the Mark Zuckerberg, the Facebook guy. He apparently recently, I don't know if this all took place, if he did a little firing last week too, leading up to Valentine's. Y'all, it was a different type of Valentine's Day this year, folks. He let go of a lot of people too, and people were saying that it was because their reasoning was because of poor performance, but they like, the devil is a lie, because that ain't what you said X amount of months ago when I had my performance review. I was not told that I'm slacking here, I'm slacking there, or whatever, and my job is on the line. So what is this? To where now, fast forward to Valentine's Day, you talking about I'm not cutting it. This is that stuff that I'm talking about. And it's not a good look for the Trump administration, because it's like, it's giving that people are being devalued and being disrespected and not appreciated for their service. Uh, because okay, they want to cut numbers. I get you want to cut numbers, but it's a way that you go about doing things, right? What they say is not what you do, it's like how you do it. And to me, this way of which he's going about doing it, it's not cool, and it's leaving a bad taste in American people's mouth. These are people who got jobs, who's worked hard for these jobs. What I also have learned is that Tone asked, how do I think they should do it? I think that I feel like they should, hell, just stop hiring more people. Let's just start there and just say, okay, we're going to keep the ones that we got. And then, as time go on, based off of how people are performing their jobs, kind of go from there. Set out parameters on, okay, these are the new KPIs, these are the new milestones, this is like the new rules now that we are asking for you to meet. You know what I'm saying? Like, create a fair playing ground to where people can have a clean slate to say, okay, going forward, these are the new expectations. Going forward, we're gonna put a hiring freeze. We're not gonna hire any more government workers because we feel like we got too many, but we got what we got. So we're gonna make it do what it do. But those who over time are not truly cutting it, then go ahead, get rid of them. That's going to kind of thin out the numbers, the staff right there by doing it that way. I'm just saying it's a better way than doing it the way that he's doing it, because it's not a good look when you letting people go and then you spinning the block talking about, did I do that? In my Steve Urkel voice saying, oh, my bad. Oh, yeah, I ain't mean to send you that email. You got that email too? My bad. You weren't supposed to get that email. You free on okay, Monday the holiday. Can you come back on Tuesday? Can you come back on Tuesday? Like, what? Can you imagine, like, y'all put yourself in that situation. Somebody then fired you, played in your face, gave you all. Some of y'all probably have experienced it where somebody then fires you, played in your face with the reasoning, and you like, damn well they fool. They foolish, but they let you go. You like, all right, bet. Imagine that same person coming back to you trying to need you for something. Because right now, the government, like his administration, are in need of these people who they fired by accident. Child, they said it's about like 300 of them. That's a lot of people to be firing by accident. So, what kind of research did you do or not do beforehand when making a decision on who to let go? How do you impact the damn people who monitor the damn bombs and nuclear, whatever the hell they damn do, the engineers? How do you overlook that part with paying attention to the staffing when it comes to that and making sure that you got adequate staff to monitor that? Like, when did y'all realize that y'all effed up? This is what I want to know. When did they realize that they effed up? When stuff started getting funky and they seen these other countries talking greasy and they like, okay, go get our people to handle that. And they were like, sir, you let our people go. What do you mean? Sir, remember you told us to send the email to that group over there? Well, that's the group that goddamn would have handled that. You see what I'm saying? Child, listen. Listen, Linda, listen. So it's that for me, because look how quickly he's having to circle back around to try to get these people. So I really feel like some ish came up and that group that would have handled that was no longer there. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, go get the cleaner crew to handle that. So we don't have a cleaning crew anymore. Remember, you cut budgets and you said that we can't afford to have the people come in and clean up. You said we just need to start cleaning up for ourselves. Remember that? Well, yeah. Okay. Well, damn it, that's them people. So that means you got to damn clean up after your damn self because you done let them people go already. That is, that's what that's giving y'all. But sometimes people do stupid ish like that where they react without thinking because you just then got so happy because you can do some ish. Y'all ever seen them new people that come into a company, a new manager, something, and they come in doing the absolute most, don't know ish about the job, but you can't tell them they ain't been there for about 35 years and that they daddy, granddaddy, great granddaddy then ran that company and they just started and they trying to tell you how to do and you trying to tell them, no, that ain't how you do it. But they like, listen, you're insubordinate, you're fired. Like, Just because somebody got a title, we all have seen from experience, don't mean that somebody knows best or knows more than you. Just because it's a title. And a lot of these people are people who have been impacted by some of these changes. This is how they feel. It's just like, sir, do you really realize what you're doing? Because we're boots on ground, and y'all know how it is when you boots on ground and you doing a job. It's no different when we in our jobs. We know the job, y'all, better than management, right? Right? We know the job. How often have you encountered where there's somebody who got a higher title than you? They moving in a way to where you already know they don't even realize they about to f up the whole spot because they don't do the job. They're not at the ground level to know the work, everything that goes into doing that job, putting in that work, because they sitting up in their office, but they don't realize that this decision that they just made, baby, baby, and y'all sitting around y'all desk, y'all cubicle, the water cooler, talking about shit. They didn't effed around. They gonna F around and find out. Oh, they think they doing something trying to save a coin by outsourcing this part of this department over there. They finna F it up. That ish gonna be back in about 4 months. How many of y'all have seen that in y'all company where management then made a decision and y'all done made bets? Y'all be like, shit, that shit finna come back. It's on its way back. Don't worry, it's going. And y'all watch it come back. That y'all watch it come back. But here's the thing: when it does come back, who's getting the brunt of the work? The people at the ground level who got to do the job, who already knew it was dumb-ish from the beginning when they made the decision to go do something with that shit. But me, you, he, her, we the ones got to deal with fixing that. And now we done got backlog with work. Come on, somebody. Don't act like I'm the only one who've experienced this ish, where you got to be the cleanup person to help clean up and make the shit look better, clear out this queue because they didn't make some stupid decision. They done made some stupid decision, and now they on this. Then I do that. All right, don't worry about it. Y'all go ahead and fix it up, and we'll have the audacity to want to talk to you about your performance and not doing enough work. They want to talk to you about how you ain't kicking out enough for the work or whatever when it's backed up because of the damn decision that they made. This is that stuff that happens when you got people in charge who make knee jerk things because it sounds good in their head. And sometimes, y'all, it can look good on paper. Sometimes it can even look good on paper, but in actuality, that's why it's important for leaders to talk to the people who are on the ground, who really do the work, who really about that life, because therefore they're able to see and to hear about the things that they didn't give thought to because they didn't give thought to it because they don't do the job, right? So it's not crossing their mind about the things that can get effed up by some of the decisions they made because they don't know the job like that. Just because somebody managing you don't mean they know the job. What the thing I learned in my corporate career is that managers are not hired to know how to do your job. They're hired to know how to manage. That's different. Managing something and doing the job, knowing the ins and outs, that's different. That's what they pay the people ground level to do. But a smart manager is going to pay attention and listen to what that boots on the ground person has to say because they do the job. They do the job. The manager, you need the people boots on the ground to do a good job because that's what make you look good, right? So it'll behoove you to hear what the hell these people got to say when you got these great ideas, to hear what what type of impact, domino effect things can have. You know how if you do this over here, you might have the employees be like, all right, I see what you said, but have you thought about if you do that, that's going to backlog this over here. So therefore that's going to back up smart management be like, wow, no, I didn't think about that. All right, we gonna think about that. That's why we having this meeting. I'm gonna make notes. I'm making notes. Thank you for that point. Anybody else got something to say? That is what a good leader do, because you can't do it all by yourself. Nothing can be done solo dolo, no matter how much we try. This is just not how this ish work. What they say, it takes teamwork to make a dream work. That's a real saying. That is a real saying. That means you got to have a meeting of the minds. That means people got to come in together and have conversations, not just the people at the top sitting in a big office. I'm talking about the people who is going to impact ground level, so they can throw out these ideas on things that can maybe help the situation, maybe a better idea than what that leader may have. Just because somebody got a manager position don't even make them smarter. It doesn't make them smarter than the person doing the job. The person who's doing the job actually is smarter about doing the job. They do the job. They ain't new to this. They true to this. A lot of these managers are new to this. They move like that. They are new to this. They are not true to this. The employees, the boots ground on the ground people are true to this. All I keep hearing about is I'm listening to these people whose jobs have been impacted. They're talking about basically the fallout that's to come, that they see to come as a result of it, because they were there. They were there providing these resources, say, to these people who are in need, who needed these medical benefits, all of that. They were there to assist these people because they know that there's no other programs or nothing else that was out there for these people. So now that this program has been snatched away, now these people finna be out there pissing in the wind. These people finna be pissing in the wind. So it every cause has a reaction, and that's just the thing that we got to keep in mind. Every cause has a reaction. I've said it before on my platform that we will be going through a lot of growing pains. It will be very uncomfortable for a lot of people. And some of this stuff that we're talking about, I am not a government worker. I'm not a government worker, so this has no impact on me. But I know people who it is impacting, and I know there's a lot of people who it is impacting. So since I have a platform, that's why I'm coming on here to bring up these points. To hear, I can't really exactly see the comments as I'm driving, but I want you all to voice your opinion in the chat. Are you somebody who's impacted by these changes? Are you here for these changes? Are you here for Elon Musk gaining access to your tax documents? For, I believe they say the purpose would be for auditing. Now, the part where I'm at, I don't understand how viewing my tax information has anything to do with a government audit on where our money is being spent. It's that part for me. Like, I'm here for the audit for the people who, like, as far as with the money going out, because child, yeah, if y'all been following, like, we've been paying out money to just some crazy stuff going into other, like, child sex change, women's movement, and like, all kinds of stuff, y'all, we've been paying out money for. So I'm here for identifying that and saying, you know what, no more. We didn't supported the cause long enough. We got plenty of causes in our country that we need to put that money in. But what I'm not here for is that the people, you all, those of you who are on this live, the US people, having to now have your personal information, your files open for review. I'm not here for that, because I personally don't feel like it's necessary for you to get into the people's business who are just out here trying to live. Like, what we got, like, how did this jump from you trying to see what our government is spending out to you trying to see what I'm claiming on my taxes? Like, it's just too much. And I'm at a point to where I feel like there's, at some point, you have to create a wall, have a limit. And by the way, welcome you all. Good morning. Can you all hit the like button for me? Don't cost you a thing. Appreciate you. Just hit the like button for me while I'm just going off the dome as I navigate through this Atlanta traffic. Good morning. Good morning. But I just don't feel that it's necessary to take a deep dive into just the regular American people's taxes. Because guess what, y'all? They're not looking at it for no reason. They're making notes on the things that they're going to be seeing within this information. Oh, please believe that. Some of y'all, like I said, probably ain't even paid taxes since 1989. You think that's not gonna come about when they start reviewing and deep diving into your taxes? that you ain't paid taxes since damn, oh Lord knows when. So then, and then some of us may, you they feel like, okay, you're not paying enough taxes. So these questions that are going to be raised in these concerns, guess what? I feel like people are going to be getting letters in the mail like saying, hey, yo, let me holler at you. Let me holler at you. Let me see. I don't know. I don't know. Let me holler at you. Let me see what's going on. I'm just saying there is a reason for this. I truly believe there's a reason for this, and they're not wanting to just access and look at your personal information just for just to make sure no fraud from, like, it doesn't make sense, you all. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. There is a reason. There is going to be information that's going to be able to be captured based off of how they see the American people are filing their taxes. They're going to be able to see, okay, what types of expenses the American people have, what type of things are they claiming. Y'all think that nothing's going to be done with this information? I'm just saying, I personally feel like there's going to be things done with this information. What are they going to do with it? Who knows? Who knows? But I wouldn't be surprised if they take notice and feel like maybe some people maybe didn't pay enough into the government. And they feel like, hey, you making this kind of money, you really could be doing more. Or you saying, okay, you had these types of write-offs, these type of um these yeah, what do you call that, dependents. Lynn, can you show me some receipts for some stuff? I don't know. I'm just saying, y'all, don't be surprised if y'all get a little notice. If y'all get your own little notice in the mail talking about wanting to have a conversation about some information that was discovered during the audit. That's all I'm saying. Like, child. That is that is all that I'm saying. These are my thoughts and opinions as to why I think it's dangerous, as far as, and not just a good, as far as with the American people's financials and the government just saying, hey, we about to take a deep dive. Now, I have heard talks where there's been journalists that are saying, hey, well, there's other, federal workers who got access to, the taxpayers' information and things like that. Okay, but there's still rules and regulations centered around what can be done with that information that those people have had to adhere to. You see what I'm saying? So even though they were able to see it, there was still roadblocks that they were encountering as to how far they can go with that information. When it comes to this situation with Doge and them deep diving and looking into the information, it's different. It, those walls that those other people had up, that they couldn't kind of go as far as with what they're trying to review, like, that's not the case with the Doge. It's almost like it's just gonna be freely, like they can just see it all. And like I said, the question is, what is going to be done with that information? That's my thing. What is going to be done with that information? Now, do I feel like Elon Musk is going to take that information and do illegal things with it? No, I don't feel that. But I do feel like the information that will be discovered will be information that will be used collectively against the American people in some type of way. That is what I'm saying. I feel like that information is, with it being used in the sense from just things being held against you that can impact you financially, and hell, some of it might probably have some type of implication on your damn freedom. Have y'all been seeing just with the PPP loans? They've been still rolling up on people with these PPP loans, because I think Biden had, when he was still in office, he had implemented or put something out there where I think he had it was like 5 years, or it was a certain length of time that he had extended it to, that the government or whatever can still come after people who got those PPP loans illegally. If they, if their audit showed that they shouldn't have gotten it, they lied, whatever, they had a certain amount of time to still be able to prosecute. So we still see here and there like cases. where people are being prosecuted for PPP loan. So, child, if they prosecuting people for the PPP loan, you think that when they get start accessing people's and doing these audits on people tax returns and things like this, and they see some stuff that looks suspect, they ain't finna want to come holler at you? I don't understand how somebody can think that that is not a probability. I'm not saying all of this is going to happen, but I'm not saying that my thoughts are far fetched either. That, like, what are we doing? What's the purpose of us looking at it? We're looking at it because we're trying to see something. We trying to see something. We trying to see something. They trying to see something. They trying to see something. So, like I said, these folks with these PPP loans. There was one case out there in the media where he got him a little ankle monitor on him because he at the crib because he said it's too many people locked up in the jails wherever he lived. I'm not sure what state he live in, but he at the house with this ankle monitor on, and he had gotten about 22,000 in PPP loans. They rolled up on him, picked him up. He said he didn't even know why they rolled up on him. So I guess after they picked him up, then while he was in custody, they kind of let it be known, okay, the reason why you're here, sir, is for this. And they trying to give him like 20 to 25 years. I said, damn, that's about a 1 year to every $1,000. That's about 1 year to every $1,000 that this man then acquired. And I believe it's the same story where it's the same man who started dry snitching on the damn family member's child. He like, well, my grandmama got it too. Mama, grandmama, daddy, sister, brother. Y'all know how you got some people who will damn just drop a dime on everybody once they caught. So this is happening. So then they tell dude, like, okay, so here's the situation. This is what the lawyer tell him. Lawyer tell him, all right, peep game, peep game. So you got 22,000. If you can come up with a cool 10, 11,000, man, they'll drop your sentence down to about 10 years. 10 years? That man like, I don't want to do no years. But yes, he like, listen, he ain't got that money no more. Y'all know these people who done got these PPP loans and tricked it off. They ain't got that money. They do not have that money. They do not have that money anymore. So talking about paying it back, most of these people, that's not even possible. They don't have it. Listen, on the Tasha K tip, I ain't got it. She been telling Cardi B, I ain't got it since for damn what 3 years. I ain't got it. People are on this I ain't got it tip. So then I think I heard that some of these people who getting convicted and for this PPP loan, they up for getting sent over to that damn Guantanamo Bay. Y'all know that prison system over there in Cuba that Trump trying to send people over to. I'm hearing that you can't f around and find out and make your way or get on a one-way ticket on a one-way trip plane ride over to Cuba to that prison over there and messing around with them damn PPP loans. Listen, I'm gonna go ahead, pause. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button for me. It's 225 of y'all in here. Listen, this is Car Chronicles. This is what I do. I just go ahead in my long ass drive to work. I get to damn talking about all the ish that's been popping off in the media lately. This politics stuff, y'all. My channel no ain't even been no politics channel, but it has as of late because there's so much stuff that's going on to where I got opinions and I got questions, and I know you all do too. So I come out here and hope to just get the conversation going for engagement. Y'all continue to follow me. I'm going to be dropping, trying to today I ordered some equipment, so I'm going to try to be kicking out some pre-records to you guys as well with actual videos, because a lot of this stuff, y'all, I talk to you about from just the media, the information that I'm getting, from news outlets and things like that. So my normal content, if any of you guys who are new to my channel, I'll do live react and I'll show the content that I'm reacting to. But since I've been doing my Car Chronicles series, I can't do all of that. So I'm just kind of talking to you all about the different things that I'm aware of that's popping off out here in these political streets. But I'm going to start trying to probably kick out some pre-records of some videos with me reacting to the actual like news clips and things like this because y'all, I ain't making this ish up. I promise y'all I ain't making this ish up. That fool said he got that ankle monitor on and he said it's tight as hell. It hurt. It hurt. He at the house. He said he can't even go to work. He said he cannot go to work. So how he supposed to come up with the money to pay back these folks for all his money? What they said, 22,000 that he done got him for. And he said, "Child, he like, listen, I got that money 5 years ago. Like he got his he was the first leg of the PPP loans. Y'all know some people who was like on it like out the gate. He was one of them day ones to the P. Y'all know that damn money gone. Y'all know that money is gone. He was like, that was 5 years ago. Y'all try to talk to me about a bill from 5 years ago. Like, I don't know where that money at. I got this little watch that I little listen, child. So this man at the house, I guess waiting on his little court date because the jail's too full. But he like, listen, if I'm going down, you going down, you going down, you going down. So y'all be mindful out there too for any of y'all who got caught up in that mess that people finna be out there dry snitching because listen, they ain't finna be going down by themselves. Some of y'all know people who done damn for a fee, they'll hook you up. They will hook you up and tell you how to get that PPP loan popping. Like it was all kinds of shenanigans going on around that time. I just remember it seeing it on the internet and just shaking my head saying, my. And really, to be honest, y'all, my thought was that the bulk of the people would get away with it because I'm like, ain't no way. Where the hell they finna house all these people if they lock everybody? They can't lock every damn body up. And I think that's the reason why so many people was doing it on the level that they was doing it because they like, well, shit, everybody else doing it. You know how peanut gallery is. Well, shit, they doing it. Why? You know how people jump on the bandwagon. Like, y'all know that's a thing. People will jump the hell on the bandwagon because they see a bunch of other people doing it. And they be like, well, hell, they can't get us all. Well, hell, between the Biden administration and Trump and Elon administration, because that is a duo administration. Elon running around like the damn first lady. When the last time we heard about Melania? Where is Melania at? Because you just hear Trump and Elon. One thing, y'all, I see last night that Trump said he don't appreciate y'all trying to come between his relationship with him and Elon. He said the people are trying to come between them and he is not here for y'all trying to interfere with his relationship. Y'all know that ghetto love, that love that nobody else be here for, but everybody be like, if you don't get your purse and move around, that's that relationship that Trump said, F you, F you, F you. We are together forever. We are together forever. I said, you know what? You know, Trump said, F you, F y'all, leave him alone. Leave Elon alone. We are locked in. We are locked in. Leave Elon alone. Oh my God. I mean, it's just so crazy. Like I said, ain't nobody. Where is Melania? Y'all think Melania here for this duo? Y'all think Melania is here for this duo? Because it's real interesting in that White House. And how many of y'all seen damn Elon that baby? People say he cussed Trump out to tell that man that you are not the president. Hush your mouth. Did y'all see that? Y'all not gonna make me feel like I'm the only one seeing this foolishness out here. That's what you're not gonna do on this damn long ass car ride. You're not gonna act like I'm the only one seeing this ish out here. Y'all see that little baby? Some people say no, it looked like he was talking to the cameraman. No, that should look like he was talking to president. You're not the president. Y'all seen it, Stephanie said. You seen it, Stephanie. Who was that baby talking to? Was he talking to some cameraman or was he talking to your president? Who was that baby talking to? Who was the baby talking to? Saying something like, you not the president? Yeah, somebody's like, y'all know how kids will repeat what the hell they hear at home. Y'all think that baby didn't heard that at home? Y'all think his daddy walking around at the house talking about, kid, I'm running this. I'm the president. And baby didn't straight because y'all know your kids would sell you out. How many of y'all done had your kids sell you out to people at the school? Y'all know they good for selling you out to school. Don't be going to them parent teacher conferences or them principal office playing crazy like you don't know why little David badass doing the most or little Aisha who can't sit her ass down because they will straight say my mama said I ain't gotta listen to you because you ain't my mama. Y'all know how kids will do. That little boy, that little boy went straight repeating. Y'all know that we live by don't be taking business out this house. That little boy took business out the house. He took business out the house. He straight took business out the house. He said, hush your mouth. You are not the president. Y'all know that code. I don't know. Black folks live by this code. I don't know about your other people, but y'all, we live by the code. Don't be taking business out this house. Don't be taking business out this house. That baby took all the business out the house. And it was on camera. And Trump had just said, oh, he's such an intelligent little boy. So when I came to see, through the news outlet that the baby had basically snapped on him, I said, well, hell, he did say the baby was intelligent. So you can't pull it back now. You can't pull it back now because he done told you ain't running ish. Like, so is the baby no longer intelligent? Oh, that's a very smart baby. That's a very smart baby. Y'all, it's just so much. It's a lot going on. I'm trying to damn keep the faith. I'm trying to keep hope alive that things will get better, but I do stand by. It's going to take a couple of years for us to really feel the effects of all these changes. And I've called it growing pains before. I'm not here for a lot of these people losing their jobs the way they are. But I am here for an overall audit as far as how our money is being spent, as far as going out. But that part to me don't have nothing to do with us and you, me, you all on this live who are U.S. Taxpayers. To me, that audit and how our government is spending money, that don't have nothing to do with us and what's going on in our households. Like, to me, that's just something completely separate. So I don't support that, and that's I just don't. So some of you all may support and be like here for okay. Now I heard this one guy said last night. He was like, I don't know why y'all pissed off on this man getting access to y'all bank account that's showing you got negative $3.75 in your account. Like, that shit took me out because a lot of people ain't got money, but still, we still not here for somebody. That's almost like you got a house and your furniture, you ain't got no furniture, your house raggedy, but you like, it's mine. I got a roof over my head, it's still mine. So you still not here for somebody just randomly coming up in there. You know what I'm saying? Regardless on how somebody may think little of it, or like shit on, like, say your car. They be like, oh, I mean, why you concerned about that car? But you don't want somebody to come and steal it. It's still yours, so you still want to protect what's yours because it means it means something. It means something to you, right? So I feel like regardless of what people's net worth is, how what their assets look like, it's still theirs, and people deserve some type of sense of privacy as far as us just as individuals. It's one thing when you're doing an audit over the company, the corporation, and you're trying to see where the money's going. But when you deep dive in, like, into people's, like, that's like your company that you work for. So let's say y'all, like, I like to use real life examples. That's like the company that you work for. Some of you may be in commute en route to, and they tell you that they want to do a review of your taxes because they want to see, you're saying you feel like you're underpaid and you feel like you should be making more money. So they want to take a look at and see, well, let me see your taxes because maybe you're just not wise with how you're spending your money. Let me see how you're spending your money. Can you bring in 3 months worth of bank account statements? Y'all know how you do when you're trying to get a mortgage. They want to see months of statements and they constantly going in and out of your business. So imagine your company saying, Bring all that to me because I want to take a look at that to see what you're spending, what's going out. So therefore, I can tell if whether or not your issue is because we're not paying you enough or because you buying stuff that they deem as being not of importance. Stupid, aka stupid-ish. Y'all know what type of stuff that we be spending money on. Imagine your employer doing an audit, just scrutinize and going through with a fine-tooth comb on all your expenses, and they saying, no, hell no, we ain't giving you no raise. This is what you doing with the money we paying you. Oh hell no, oh, how much you spending on OnlyFans every month? Get out my face. Get out my face. You lucky I don't fire you because really your morals is piss poor. How many of us when people see what we spend our money on, people be like, they may side eye you. This is that. Like, what is the difference? How are you not here for your employer to do that, but you're here for Elon to do that to you? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Questions. Listen, it's just food for thought. These are just my thoughts, my platform. I have the right. I just come out here, talk my talk, say what's on my mind. These are the things that are coming to my mind, and this is how I like to kind of bring it home because sometimes people don't really connect the dots. So I like to use different analogies and examples that can help people to kind of grasp what the hell is going on. But this is the equivalent. As you would probably say, no, it doesn't make sense for my employer to have access to my bank account information or my W-2s. Some of y'all, how many of y'all have gone to churches or had heard of churches that want to see your W-2s because they want to see if you can't afford to do that 10% tithe, or if you can do more, if they feel like shit, you can do more than this little 10%. How many of y'all done copped the whole attitude behind seeing ATM machines, ATM machines inside of your churches? Okay, I live in Atlanta, so I'm not gonna act like it ain't going down here. And I'm not gonna even act like it ain't going down in other in other states. They they got ATMs at the church houses, y'all. They do. They got ATMs. I've seen it. I've seen it myself. They have them. I've also heard of stories where people who have been members of these churches where there's been requests for W-2s. They want to see your financials because they're using this information to determine how much support you can provide. Y'all, people not just looking at this information for nothing. It's for a purpose. Who's choosing to just look through info papers and doc for nothing? No, it's to do something with that information for, in their mind, for the betterment of something, to improve something. In their mind, they've rationalized, okay, if I get access to this particular data, it will help me to understand what this person is or isn't doing. It'll help me to maybe come up with a plan on what we can be doing going forward. Like, it's all kinds of information that people can use with that information, which is why it's so we people pay money regularly to keep their information protected and blocked. They got services through these, what they Experian, all these little credit bureaus where you can pay fees to have your stuff on lock, and therefore so somebody can't just come and access it easily. Some of these, some features to where you got to literally like go online and unlock it because somebody's about to pull your information, so you got to kind of grant them access, so you're going out there to unlock it. Why the hell y'all think people doing this? Because somebody want their information to use it for something. Like, really, y'all, this shit ain't that deep. It's just that what I'm doing is throwing out all these reasons, these ideas as to the whys behind why some of the things are popping off. And there are some things that people just haven't concluded on their own. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm dropping these things, presenting this to you. So therefore, it can expand your mind as to the whys behind a lot of things. And like I said, a lot of this stuff that's taking place with Trump, he didn't run on this because collectively a vast majority of the people would not have been here for some of this stuff that's taking place. How many of you all, let me know in the comments, how many of you all would have been here for if he ran on, okay, I'm going to let go, I'm going to drop the government employment, drop it down to 10%, and then I want to do an audit on each of you all, American taxpayers, so therefore I can do whatever it is I'm doing. How many of you all honestly would have been here for that? Because we were here for him doing the audit for the monies that's going out, but how many of us would have been here for when he would have ran on, I want to see what your taxes look like? Quay said me. I want to know what's the numbers, because some people are fine with it. Some people are fine with it, and then some people aren't. But I'm going to say that there's a large number of people who wouldn't have been fine with it, which would have mean that they would have not voted. But I don't know. But based off of the temperament of how people are responding to a lot of this stuff, I really feel like a lot of people who did vote for Trump are feeling a way about some of these things that are taking place, because they're like, wait a minute, I didn't know you was gonna be doing all that. I didn't know you was gonna be doing all that. So listen, child, listen, Linda, listen. I'm just here with the questions. I'm listen. Let me know what your thoughts are on it all, on everything, because as I always say, it's levels to this, and it's, to me, it's getting deeper and deeper and deeper. I was telling last night, I was telling somebody, I said pretty soon Elon go F around, child, and be having access to paternity tests. He finna be knowing who the baby daddy really is. Keith Jr. ain't yours. That's David baby. That's David baby. Cause he done seen some paperwork. He done seen some paperwork that's to the contrary of what Keisha putting out there. He done seen some stuff. Y'all know y'all be pissed off. Y'all be pissed off if Elon blew up y'all spot and start telling who your baby daddy really is, who the father of them quadruplets really are, who really is. Y'all know y'all would be in that y'all feelings if that ish happened. That's what the hell I feel like we on our way to, because the way Elon all up in everybody business, he finna be dropping dimes on people. Shit. Souls finna be broken. Souls finna be broken, because Elon finna be like, keep playing with me. Keep playing with me. Keep playing with me, Michelle. Keep playing with me, because I know David is not little Brian's daddy. Keep playing with me. You can play with me if you want to, because I know Steve the daddy. I know. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Y'all know Elon get that kind of energy. That's why so many people say the day Elon and Trump have a fallout, Elon gonna be like the woman in the relationship. Y'all know he gonna be petty. Y'all know he gonna be like the woman. Elon finna tell it all. He finna tell where all the bodies are buried. Elon, like that, he gives that type of energy. He gives he gives that type of energy that if stuff ain't gonna go his way, then if I ain't sleeping, you ain't sleeping either. He just finna tell it all. He gonna tell all the business. He's going to tell all the business. And that is not going to be good. But I do see that day coming, though, within this 4 year. I do. For some reason, y'all, I do. I see Elon getting in his feelings. One day Trump gonna be like, you know what? No, boo. I said no. We can't do that. Elon, but why? I said no. Trump gonna try to put his foot down, and Elon gonna sashay off, go on X, and just start airing ish out. Y'all don't see Elon doing none of that. Y'all do not see Elon doing none of that. None of what I just said. Y'all see Elon doing that. Shit. Elon gonna be dropping dimes like that man did who got that PPP loan to start selling his mama out and his sister out and his brother out. That is what Elon is going to be doing. I don't care what nobody say. Elon gonna sell everybody out. He finna tell it all. He finna tell it all. He ain't even finna write a book and tell it all. He just gonna go on X and tell it all. That's gonna be his book. He ain't finna have to wait for no editor, no publisher, no book deal, no approvals, no Barnes and Nobles to put something on the shelf. Elon finna go on. He finna go on. He gonna go on X and air it all out and just tell it all. He gonna tell it all. And Trump gonna be looking crazy, and he gonna have to be backpedaling and like, y'all know how it go when relationships end. Yes, I can't wait. Y'all know Elon gives. I'm telling. Just like the baby. Who y'all think the baby get it from? He was in there telling the business, talking about you ain't, hush your mouth. What he told the president, hush your mouth. You ain't the president. Y'all, that's his daddy child. Y'all think that's his mama energy? Nah, that's his daddy. That's Elon energy right there. Not one of them 13 baby mamas energy. That's Elon's energy right there. That is Elon energy all day. The baby really gonna feel like he got free reign to be telling Trump how he feel. When his daddy finally cut loose, baby finna be, listen, the whole family, all 18 of them, yeah, how many damn kids Elon got? Everybody finna be talking. Everybody, it's finna be Elon tribe against the Trump tribe. They finna have Twitter wars, X wars, whatever you want to call it. They finna be going back and forth because y'all know Elon got him a whole team. Just like Trump got him a slew of kids. Elon got what, double the amount of kids what that Trump got. What, Trump working with about 5? Elon, I think they said he got like 12. He got some twins up in the situation. Child, it's going down, Ms. V said it's going down. You know it's going down. Y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know I am not lying. One thing about me, I know people. My background is clinical mental health counseling. I have a master's degree in clinical mental health counseling. I always say my favorite subject is people. I love to study people. And he gives that type of energy. And Trump, I think at this point with Trump and Elon's relationship, he's so knee deep into just the promises that he's made to that man to where you ever, it's almost like being with a crazy person in a relationship and you didn't effed up when you let them move in. You effed up. You should have listened to your mama, your daddy, your brother, sister when they told you they was nuts. But you was like, nah, I'm gonna do it anyway because you felt like you was getting something up out of it. But then as the person, the relationship goes on, you start to really accept the fact that this fool is a nut. This woman is crazy. But you're now so knee deep in it to where you can't even get out. Y'all ever been in some shit to where you want to get out, but it's just like, damn, I'm dealing with a bona fide fool to where I can't even get out. Y'all, we done seen, how many of us have seen episodes of Snap? That's like that. So you dealing with somebody and you be like, damn. So now I told y'all, Trump on national TV talking about they trying to break us up. They trying to come between us. He knows that to an extent, he's kind of very deep in it, but he don't see a way out. He don't see a way out because this person, he knows too much. He knows too much. So it's just like, damn, he done gave me X amount of money to get in this White House for this campaign. We've had conversations. He's privy to certain information. I can't piss him off. I can't. And y'all, this is what happened when they say sometimes all money ain't good money and you can't accept a handout from everybody, because sometimes when you get to accepting handouts from people, guess what? They make you feel like you're forever indebted to them. Anybody ever experienced that? Where you do something for somebody and they hold it over your head and they try to make you feel like you're indebted to them and you like, damn, like all I did was this, but they trying to take over my whole life. They trying to take my whole life. I done some stuff for them too, but they acting like I just owe my whole life to them. How do I get out of that? And y'all, that's how I equate this to a relationship, because technically anytime we're dealing with people, you have relationships. This is a relationship that Elon and President Trump have with one another. It's not a romantic relationship. I'm not saying that, but it's a relationship. And it's a relationship that gives that it may not be the most healthy relationship. It may be a relationship based on opportunity. Y'all know how sometimes people be in these relationships for business, for the opportunities, and you really don't want no parts of that person, but you know that damn, like, well, I mean, if I break up or if I break away, this person gonna show they act. Y'all know the people to where if you tell them no and you part ways with them, they gonna show they behind, and they gonna just be an embarrassment. And you like, I don't even want to deal with that. I don't even want to deal with that. I'm just gonna just continue. Just hopefully they just get tired of me. Y'all ever been with somebody to where you really don't want to be with them, but you hoping that you can make them not want to be with you? Because I'm thinking I don't really see the likelihood of them trying to off you if they broke up with you. So you try to do all you can to make them not want you no more for your own livelihood, your own damn safety. Because if you have them to think that they left you, so here it is, they try to leave you, you be like, you try to act like you a little bit sad. You be like, damn, we can't work this out. I mean, damn, Craig, like really, Craig, we can't work this out. Craig, all it, no, we can't work this out. You know, you don't cook, you don't clean. All right then, Craig. I mean, I understand. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I hope you find, I wish you good sex, good sleep. What is that? Who be saying that? What's her name? What's the one with all them damn kids' name? And she got in a song. Wish you good sleep and good sex or something like that. But listen, like you try to play the role like okay, or the dudes, when a girl break up with you, I'm tired of you cheating, and you like, but baby, I mean, I love you. I can't do this no more. All right, baby, yeah, you deserve a good man because she crazy as a mother. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. You gotta be strategic with this stuff. Hell, sometimes your life can depend on it. Shit, you better learn how to act. Hell, woman or man, hell, stop washing your behind, stop cleaning yourself. Make that person be like, you stink. I can't do this no more. I can't do this no more. Like, you gotta do something that's gonna be a turn off to them. Like, that's what I'm saying. So Trump, if he get this message, like, he gonna have to do something that's gonna be a turn off to Elon. I don't know, but it's gonna have to be where Elon is choosing to say, I can't do this anymore. This isn't working. It's just not working anymore. I found Trump got to play the game. Really, Elon? I mean, I thought we had a good thing. And Elon be like, no, you just been effing up Trump. You ain't been listening to me. I got to move on. Like, this is what Trump gonna have to do. Elon gonna have to be the one to break up with him. Trump can't do the breaking up because y'all gonna see it play out. Y'all gonna be like, she crazy behind. She said it on the hour and a half drive live. She said that Elon was gonna be the woman and he was gonna be out there telling all the business and all of that. But this is that situation. Like, this is one of those situations where Trump gonna have to just kind of come off as unsexy, undesirable. Just be like, Trump gonna be like, Elon, you deserve better. Like, Elon, you deserve better. I understand, Elon. I understand. You deserve better. I know I've been all over the place. I've been doing so much and I'm trying to run this country, but you deserve better. And I support you. I support you. Y'all, I'm saying all this because this is what it's giving, like a relationship. And y'all who in them toxic relationships, y'all better take note and do this shit too. Y'all better do this shit too to get out the relationship. Women, stop washing y'all stuff. Have that man be like, oh hell. Dudes, y'all do whatever it is that y'all know that person y'all with is not ever going to be here for. Do that. Some of y'all might have to act like you play for the other team just to damn get away. Listen, do what the hell you got to do, especially if your life on the line. Shit, I done seen enough stories where, because they say most people, they be losing their life when they try to leave. So if you try to play, listen, help me help you. Help me help you. I'm trying to be out here saving lives. I'm trying to be out here saving lives. You got to be strategic with them. You got to be strategic with them. You got to make them break up with you. You got to make them break up with you. That's the only way I can see it work. To me, it's logical to me. I don't know how y'all view it, but it sounds logical to me. It sounds logical to me because you don't see nobody lose their mind when they're the ones who did the breaking up. You see it the other way around when somebody broke up with them. Think about that. People lose their mind when somebody breaks up with them, not when they were the one in control. People, especially with a guy like, like people, not even maybe just a guy, but some people just like to be the one in control. They want to be the one to know that they left you, that you all aren't together because they said so. If you know you're with somebody to where that's the type of person they are, allow for them to believe that they're in control and that the relationship is over because of them. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. Y'all, all this stuff be making sense to me in my head. I don't know about y'all. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. Y'all tell me when y'all see a story on one of them shows, on Snap, whatever them shows, and the person who did the breaking up is the one who went in off the other person. The person who did the breaking up going off the other person. Tell me Tell me if y'all seen that ever on any episode or heard that in any news report. Tell me, because you're not going to see it. The people lose it and they snap when they feel rejected. When they feel rejected, they snap. So the moral, the with this they call the Jedi mind trick. The Jedi mind trick. Try to position yourself to where you're the one who's rejected. Instead of you're being the one to reject, you're rejected. Then y'all gotta put your little acting skills on. You can't be damn celebrating in their face when they damn break up. Like, you can't do that now. You gotta act sad, but not too sad where they may feel bad for you. But you gotta, you gotta kind of balance it out. You can be in your feelings, but don't be too sad because they might be like, damn, all right, then I'm gonna give you a try. You're like, mother, that ain't what the I want. Damn, my acting was too good. Your acting can't be that damn good. That your acting can't be that good, but it got to be enough for them to feel like they doing something, like they really damn didn't hurt your feelings. Like, so you got to kind of have a balance. You might have to look at some movies, study some Taraji P Henson, shows and stuff like that. I don't know, but you gotta kind of balance it or whatever. But I'm sure it'll make a difference. Y'all try it, because I'm sure some of y'all out here on this live got some folks that y'all trying to get away from. I'm sure y'all got some people trying to get away from. You know what they don't like. You be all of that. You be all of that. You be all of that, then some. Oh, y'all hit the like button. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Car Chronicle Tuesday. Child. It's a lot going on out here in these streets. And this is just politics. There's so much going on out here. I seen even this morning live that Lord Beyonce even getting the business. Trump and Beyonce. I don't know who getting the business more today, Trump or Beyonce, because folks show is pissed off at her and Ticketmaster for them damn tickets. They cussing her smooth. Somebody called her a damn, what she called her? A yellow, some woman called her, that woman something. I said, hell no. These people out here spazzing. People are out here spazzing. People going through it. People money ain't looking the way it once did. Um, and people mad that other people who got power are out here not being sensitive to that. People who are in power, Trump, Beyonce, people feel like those people are not sensitive to the situation of people today. Like I said, the woman who was going in pissed off about the cost of the Beyonce tickets. They're like the ticket sales going out during tax season time. So y'all, I did not know that there was a thing with Ticketmaster to where it's a name associated. I can't think of the name, but when there's a lot of high demand for like people in the queue to like call in to buy the tickets, the price goes up and it changes. Y'all know there's a thing. Y'all know that's a thing where based off of the demand, as people are calling in to play, to purchase those tickets, it'll adjust the rates and make them go up. Child, I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that was a thing. So right now, the demand for Beyonce, because they say she only has, I think, maybe like 10 shows. It's not a lot of shows. It's not like really big like normal. So the prices are just ridiculous. And people are like really upset and cussing her out on the internet. Like people are mad. So I'm like, I don't know who they more pissed off at. The Carters or the Trumps or the Musks. We'll throw the Musks in there too. I think the baby son and probably built up a new fan base. I don't know what the little baby that told Trump to hush. He probably more popular than his daddy right now. But bro later said, yes, she the same with that airplane tickets. People are like, damn, like read the room. People don't have money like that. But people are just snatching people jobs. Like people can just go out and easily get one with that same um, salary, which isn't like likely not out the gate. There's so many people out here looking for jobs, and the job that they will finally get is not going to even pay the amount that the jobs that they last had, especially like dealing with like the middle class. And these people who just lost their government jobs, these are like middle class people. So the likelihood that these people are going to instantly go into another job making what they were making when they got let go, child, I'm here to tell you that is not going to happen. That is not going to happen. First of all, it took years for them to make the salary that they was making. And I'm gonna tell you that the bulk of them are not going to go in right away into another company starting out with that same salary. They're not. It's not going to happen. Most of them. Most of them, it's not going to happen. Some people will be fortunate enough for to be able to leave their government job and to go into another job with that same like it's not going to be the vast majority. I actually feel like a good number of them, out of the 75,000, probably close to half of them are probably still going to be unemployed by the time their 8 month severance run out. It's hard out here. Like you can just go on, and I've been spending a lot of time on LinkedIn lately, and I'll and just see the stories that people tell with how their job search has been going, and it's crazy. It's a situation I don't wish on anyone. It's one thing to be working a job and looking for a job, but to not have a job and you're looking for a job and you're dealing with the rejection, the no response, the no follow up, no scheduling of interviews. Like I've been in a situation like that. I've been laid off a couple of times. The first time the market was really good. It was early 2000s, and the second time it was like 2011. The market was like the worst, and so I didn't work for like a year because the job market was bad. And I was considered like with the middle class, so that group was very impacted by the job market with the economy. The job market for the middle class was severely impacted during that time. So I felt it. It's, it was a year. And then, when I did go back to work, I took a pay cut, a big pay cut for me. I felt it, hell. So I think that unfortunately that's going to be the situation for a lot of people, to where when they do finally get work, they're going to be taking pay cuts. And a lot of people, their lifestyle is the lifestyle that they've created for themselves is based off of their current salary. That's just the norm, right? Like, your lifestyle is based off of the money that you make. So if suddenly you don't make that money anymore, then things change, and like, say you got a house. I don't know. It's just a bad situation. It's just a bad situation. So I get it. That's why I come out here. I talk about a lot of things that don't impact me right now directly, or even right now, but I know it impacts a lot of people. So I'm going to, I talk about a lot of things that I know that's impacting just a lot of people today. I know it's not just about me. It's I'm thinking about the people who a lot of these changes are impacting. And I'm not going to act like this stuff, these changes aren't impacting a lot of American people, a lot of hardworking American people. Like, people work hard. A lot of these people on these government jobs, they've been there for many years, and they, planned on retiring. Like, I've always, I've always heard, like, when you get you a government job, ooh, that you got you a good job. Like, you don't leave that. Good benefits. It's just a good little situation. So now for that to kind of change, excuse me, literally like overnight for people, like, that gotta be doing something to the mental for a lot of people. It's a sad situation. I just want to keep the American people, lifted in prayer. Those of you out here who got these PPP loans back whenever you got them, listen, yeah, you might want to kind of stay on top of that, as things come out about that, because they may roll up on you, they may knock on your door, but keep your head up. Listen, keep your head up, keep your head up. Keep your head up. Let me see. Y'all hit the like button for me, please, please, please. He just hate people because of their money. Fishy guru. So I wish it was just easy to hate people because of their money. Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't hate people because of their money, but I think sometimes people who do have money will move in a way in which they forget about the times when maybe they didn't have money, or they're just not sensitive to those who don't have money. And I just believe in just stepping out of your box, your world, and paying attention to, like, what's going on, or how things are impacting other people and what kind of ways. Because sometimes people feel like, okay, well, it's not impacting me, so they'll just kind of dismiss it, or not think that it's all that serious because it's not impacting them. And I really feel like people don't a lot of times take things personal until it hits home. Like, and I feel like during this administration, there is going to be something at some point that will hit home, where it's going to have like a direct impact to you or somebody like close to you. And you're going to be like, oh, wow, like, that's unfortunate. I'm feeling that. And I think that's what gets people to start expressing themselves and talking about things that they not here for. Fish Guru said, I didn't get 8 months. I don't know. I mean, so here's the thing with that. So remember, there was a lot of people who got the 8 months. Last week, they started putting people on the chopping block for jobs. And I believe those were people who didn't do the resignation. So here it is that right after those people who opted out of not doing the resignation, like right after that, their jobs get snatched. like a week later. Because the deadline was what, like 2 weeks ago? What, last Monday was the deadline to, accept the resignation. But then after that, all the way up through Friday, Valentine's Day, people were losing their jobs. So it was like right after that, those people who were like, nope, I'm going to hold the line. I'm not accepting the resignation. I'm not putting in my resignation. They get their walking papers. Now, those people who get their walking papers, now at least they can get unemployment. But I'm wondering if there's any type of severance that they get for maybe X amount of weeks. I will hope that they at least can get, a lot of times the company will give you severance for maybe like a week's pay for every year. I think the times I've gotten laid off, that's how it was. So hopefully those people last week who found out that they were without a job got a pretty decent severance to where they got some pay for the amount of, for based off of their tenure, even if it wasn't for like the 8 months, something. Stephanie says 1 week for every year. Yes. So that's what I've experienced in the past. Hopefully those people last week who got their walking papers got something like that, because for those people, they would be eligible for unemployment. My thoughts is those people who got the little 8 month situation, when that run out, they wouldn't be eligible for unemployment. That's what I'm thinking, because they resigned. Usually, like when you walk away from a job, you're typically, from what I'm used to, not eligible for unemployment because you walked away from the job. But I don't know. I just feel like by the end of this year, a lot of people are going to be still unemployed, or there's going to be people working jobs struggling to make ends meet because they are forced to work jobs and it's not enough. So they're now trying to get multiple jobs. People are just going to be in a bad situation um, a year from now, coming off of just this whole employment situation. That's what I foresee happening, just based off of just reading the room, being someone who's experienced being laid off before, knowing how it's not easy to just jump just up and get a job. Even it was 2011 when I got laid off. It took a year back then for me to get work. The economy today, from what I'm seeing with how the job market is probably is comparable, probably just as bad as how it was back then with lining up a job, at least for your like middle class professional worker. So if it's anything like that, people are in for some tough times. People are in for some tough times. So I definitely want to keep the American people lifted in prayer. I'm praying for better days, that people wound up getting, what they say, when one door closes, another door open. People are opening their minds to other types of careers, maybe entrepreneurship, coming up with different type of ways to make money that's legal. Content creation is a big thing. Um, because you gotta put food on the table. You gotta find a way to make it work. The struggle is real. Y'all continue. Please hit the like button. I will be continuing to come back with you with more conversations. Most likely tomorrow, I'll have another car chronicle, but I'm going to be dropping some pre-records as well on my channel, because I got my new little camera that came today, so I'm gonna play around with that and try to get some content out. And I'm gonna try to probably have those videos kind of short, nothing too long, versus my live show. My lives, if I can have long lives, but because I'm in the car, is shorter. But those who are my day ones know that I'm good for really long lives. But I thank you all. For those of you who are new to my channel, please like the video. It helps with the algorithm to circulate it. Please subscribe. Smaller content creator growing. This is I have two channels. This is my smaller channel. I have another channel, a larger channel, Chic Speaks, if you want to follow me over there as well. Reaction channel. Both channels are reaction channels, but I just have two channels. Hell, why the hell not? I got two channels to talk my talk. I got two channels to talk my talk. Let me see. Amy up says, look her up. Her name is Ariel Kane. Lorenzo said, double tap like and subscribe, double tap. Thank you so much, Lorenzo, for that. Pushing says official in Texas always hiring. You can make 120 to 160,000 working 70 to 80 hours a week, but I don't think they will trade their dress shirts for steel toe boots. That's the thing. We're living in times where people are having to reinvent themselves. Think about different types of line of work. You do what you got to do. Like I know people during the pandemic who had to walk away because they didn't want to be in compliance with new rules centered around the jabs and things like that. So they walked away from high paying jobs and now they're working lower paying jobs and it's a struggle to try to make ends meet. But they chose their personal rights, and over the money, So people are now, forced to do things that they in ordinary times they wouldn't have chosen to do, but you do what you got to do. John says rent doubled from 2020 to 21 where I live. A 2,000 a month house went to 4,000 and the cost to buy a house doubled to. Guess who cared about those people? No one. I live in Georgia and I see just the smallest houses, like houses that are just, you can tell visibly smaller than mine, that just starting point for 500,000 starting point. Like, and this is a house, like your basic townhouse is starting at like 300, 350. So times are definitely different. Everything is costing more. People wages and earnings aren't going up with the cost of like housing, food. So it's almost like the cost of just to live is going up, but then, the pay is down. So it's not lining up. And that's just in any part of the United States. That's just the situation. Like California is so expensive, but most people don't make enough money to be able to even own a home. Like the rich and famous do, the business owners do, but that's not the bulk of society. The bulk of society aren't business owners. The bulk of society aren't rich and famous. They're not celebrities. They're regular people like I am. So the idea of just, the thought to even own is just so far removed, and it's becoming further and further away from people. And it's crazy. Stephanie says MIT has a site where you can see how much a living wage is in your area. Okay, well, that's cool. Fish Guru said my uncle was pushed out of his job at Crane for not getting the vax. That happened with a lot of people. I know people like who work for the airlines that was pushed out. They took early retirement, and now they're still working in trying to make ends meet, working jobs like Amazon, just to that, where they're making almost like half the amount per hour that they were making when they were working, let's just say, for one of the airlines. It's a sad situation. It's a sad situation. What do? You do what you have to do. You do what you have to do. And that's what a lot of people are doing right now. And that's what a lot of people will continue to do. And the question is, what will we see people doing where they're saying, listen, I had to do what I had to do? Desperate times calls for desperate measures, right? Isn't that what the saying goes? Desperate times calls for desperate measures. Child, we gonna see senior citizens on OnlyFans? I'm just wanting to know, because times is getting so hard. I'm wondering if we finna see older people who are older than normal in these strip clubs, people older than normal on these OnlyFans accounts, people who are older than normal trying to spruce up their IG accounts with these with these pictures by putting these provocative pictures. Listen, people out here having to do what they gotta do. Larissa said, yes, you are absolutely. People, y'all watch. Y'all finna be like, oh my gosh, she look too old to be doing that. How often y'all see we're going into these fast food restaurants where you're not even seeing the young kids working, the teenagers? How often are you going into these fast food restaurants where you're seeing like women who look like they got 5 kids at home? Men who look like they got wife and kids at home and a dog, like where these mature adults are taking these jobs, and you're not seeing the little teenagers. little teenagers. What was that, last year? I think the last 2 years, my sons hadn't been successful. They didn't, let me see, 2 years ago, last year, they didn't really apply for work because we were traveling. But 2 years ago, my teenage sons weren't getting called back for jobs or whatever. Why? Because I think they competing against somebody daddy for these jobs and somebody mama. Somebody daddies and mamas are working these jobs. So these teenagers, these high schoolers, they don't have these job opportunities like that. Pay attention when y'all go in these Chick-fil-A's and these McDonald's, these Burger Kings, Popeyes. Y'all know Popeyes be having men. Popeyes be looking like they be staffing people who come from who still live in the halfway house. I'm not gonna hold you. Y'all know them people at Popeyes. Y'all know be the men. They be looking like they be looking like they still in the halfway house. I'm just saying the Popeyes in Georgia. The Popeyes in Georgia be looking like they staff from people from the halfway house. But listen, they need a job too. I'm just saying, I want y'all to pay attention to, as y'all going inside of these establishments, pay attention to the age of these people who are working these jobs that you would think would be like minimum wage type jobs. Jobs that you feel like, say, these people you're seeing that they should be beyond, that they should have kind of transitioned into something else because they look at every bit of 45. I'm just saying, count how many places you're going into. Panera Bread, McDonald's, Popeyes. This is it, whatever. Count how many people you see that's looking every bit of 45 plus doing these jobs, that there was a time where you saw kids that were like 16, 17, 18, college age kids doing it. It ain't that way no more. It's not that way because parents, husbands, wives, they need jobs too. And these are the jobs that they're going after. Fish Guru says 16 years later, she took her last breath with the wife and son next to her. It was beautiful. Wow. Virtuous says it's like they train someone without experience and pay less because the ones with the degrees, they know their worth and why they pay 30 for experienced person versus 15. So yes, that's what's happening. What I heard with the Meta situation is just as quickly as they let them people go, they already had job postings up for new hires. They had job postings up already for new hires because, like you said, virtuous woman, they got rid of the people who was requiring the higher paying salaries to get the younger people in who will work for damn near half the pay, probably less than half the pay, and who will put in the hours. So that's another thing. They're wanting these kids coming in working 60, 80 hours a week to get it out the mud to come work for them. Whereas those people who were already working there, them 45-year-old plus people, ain't finna be doing all that because they know they ain't got to. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I need work-life balance. They're hoping they can get these kids in here, these college kids in here who don't appreciate work-life balance. But the thing about, from what I see with these kids, y'all can let me know what y'all see. I know here in Georgia, and at least in my family, my nieces, these damn Gen X, are they the Gen X's? They ain't trying to work all them damn hours like that. They are perfectly content doing Lyft, ride share, Uber Eats, Lyft, driving Uber, DoorDash. These young folks ain't trying to have, they're not, their mindset isn't to work these jobs for 30, 40 years like their parents did and retire and get a watch or a ring. This is not where their mind is. They different. They real different. They big on their mental health. They are big on I need a mental health day. I seen one time, it was this lady, it was this compilation of like all the reasons. This lady, I don't know if she a TikToker, but she gives all these crazy reasons why these young folks choose to not to come to work. Like, they might be like, me and my boyfriend got into a fight. We need a day to ourselves together to work on our relationship. Or I can't find my keys. So yeah, I ain't gonna be able to come in. Y'all, it was hilarious. And I didn't know that these young folks was moving like this. They even taking their parents with them to job interviews. Y'all, I am not making this shit up. I need to end this live and get the hell out of here so I go into this job. But listen, like they taking people with them to their job interviews for emotional support. So you think that Sarah, who needs to have her daddy, Mr. James, there with her at the interview for emotional support, finna give you 60, 80 hours a week on a job? Oh, Zuckerberg, you got life twisted if you think these kids finna be doing all that. I hope you finna be allowing for them to have a daddy up there with them, all 5 of their pets in that office with them, because you know all of them coming with a damn dog and a cat. You know all of them got a pet. So y'all better be coming with something with all of this, because it's not finna be easy like you think it's finna be by you bringing in some young folks because you feel like they need a job. They finna be looking like, who the hell, who's staying after hours? The club, Chris Brown, CB, Beyonce. Did you see Beyonce advertising her concert? You know I can't be working tonight because Beyonce is in town. Don't act like you didn't see them damn tickets that got announced back in damn February. Don't do that. You know I can't goddamn work. You know I done already put this damn day in on the calendar because Beyonce was bringing her ass here, and I done took my bonus and but don't be. I will quit this job. Y'all, it's probably gonna be so many people quitting their job messing around with Beyonce because they like, Elon Zuckerberg, I told your ass that B was coming. I put that shit on that damn calendar. What the fuck y'all got a calendar around here for if y'all not looking at it? Why y'all got this calendar around here if y'all ain't looking at it? Y'all tell us to use this damn calendar. I put my shit on the calendar, and now you trying to come in my face talking about we got a project. F you in the project. Queen B in the house. Queen B in the house. Y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know these Gen X, these kids real different. They will risk it all. They be like, fuck that, forget. I go back to my mama house if I ain't got my rent. Y'all know they quick to go back home. Y'all know they quick to go. I go back to my mama house. I ain't finna be working in here all these goddamn hours. I don't know what he think this is. I don't know what he think this is. Shit. This ain't my business. Hell. Shit. I go do Uber Eats. I don't need this. I live at my mama house anyway. And they gonna say it like that with their neck. They gonna be wishing for them old ass people that they let go. They gonna be wishing for them because they gonna see like, oh, they different. They a different breed. These new young folks don't work the same. They don't work like they daddies and they mamas work. Y'all know damn well, y'all that got kids in the house, y'all know y'all kids' work ethic ain't nothing like yours. Y'all know y'all kids' work ethic ain't nothing like yours. They real different. These kids real different. They don't give a damn. They will cuss you out. The times of, okay, respect and error. Let some boss try to tell them that they can't have a day off. Try to tell 20-year-old Nikki that she can't have the day off to go goddamn see Nicki Minaj. Y'all think that she gonna be willing to say, fuck it, I can't go to this concert because I need my job? I don't know no 20-year-old today who got that type of mindset. Them kids will get that job up in a fucking minute, turn that app on for Lyft and be the fuck driving, earning their money on the go. They will do that before they feel like they're boxed in. So these companies, they need to study and read the room to see where the mindset is, because they're very different. The mindset of these kids is very different from the mindset of these people who they're letting go all willy-nilly like. But they gonna learn today. They gonna learn the goddamn day. I bet you that goddamn bottom line from 2025 ain't gonna be hitting on what it was hitting on in 2024. Once they bring in these new folks, I bet you that. I bet you that. It ain't finna be looking the same. It's not gonna be looking the same because they're not gonna get the same quality of work. They're not gonna get the same quality of work. And let these kids, and then y'all know these kids, listen, and then these kids want to start the job making what these people who just let go, let them find out what the fuck Willie Brown, who was there for 20 years, was making, and you just hired me. So Willie Brown, you say you was paying him 80, and you just hired me, and you trying to pay me 40? Them kids ain't finna go for that. I promise you. In their mind, they finna be like, oh, hell no. I need to be making what Willie Brown was making. I know I just started, but shit. Now, mind you, they ain't even finna be giving half the work effort that Willie Brown was giving. Or Sarah Marie was giving. They ain't even finna be giving none of that at all. But in their mind, they're like, well, I still feel like I should be making this. They real ambitious. Y'all know these kids real ambitious. They real ambitious. They want stuff. It's a microwave lifestyle. They want stuff like this. They like, oh, if I hear that the job pays this, okay, I know they had 10, 15 years experience. Motherfucker, I got a college degree. Some of them still want the money even if they even got the education because they like, shit, I'm self-taught. I can hack into anything. You best to ask somebody. I am the one. So you got to pay for this. Like, I am the new Steve Jobs because Steve Jobs didn't have nobody degree. Remember, Steve Jobs, the guy over Apple, he dropped out of college. They like, I am the new Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs didn't have no degree, y'all. This is the mindset he's in. Steve Jobs didn't have no degree. So why the fuck I need a degree? Run me my money. I ain't stand here. How much you saying you paying? I ain't paying. I can stay at my mama house for that. I don't need all that. My mama got a good job and benefits. She can still carry me on my because she told me she can carry me up until I'm 20. Y'all know these kids be having it all figured out. They be all up in their mama and daddy pockets. They got their whole life wrapped around what mama and daddy, what kind of retirement and benefit plan that mama and daddy got. And they telling this to the boss. I don't need this job. My daddy got his own shit. But this is, y'all know I ain't lying. Anybody who got any type of Gen X, whatever the hell generation you call them in your life, you know this is their mindset. They don't come to play. They real different. They real different. Zuckerberg asked me to find out how goddamn different they are when that bottom line ain't hitting the way it was hitting before. I tell you that. I tell you that. I tell you that. But listen, y'all, it's been real. Thank y'all for joining me on this another episode of Car Chronicles. This is all food for thought, y'all. It's a lot going on. Be in tune with what's going on. Take care of your people. Check in on them. Make sure people are good. A lot of people's mentals ain't where it should be because it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. And Hey, so did she just call them Gen X? They probably Gen Z. I think I probably called them Gen X. Y'all know them damn young people, whatever goddamn generation they is. They ain't in my generation. Them young folks. Them young folks. So, but take care, check in on your people. Check in on your people, because people are really going through it. People are out here struggling. People are trying to live. These babies that's out here, talk to them. Tell them how they need to be trying to get their own job and get out your pockets, get out their mom and daddy pocket. But oh, thank you, A. Listen, I knew it was one of them goddamn generations, A. One of them, I get them mixed up. What they, the Gen Zs? I call them the Gen X, the Gen Zs. Y'all know what the hell I'm goddamn talking about. Y'all know them, that damn generation that's real different. That real different. We'll call them that real different generation. That's, everybody know what generation that is. That real different one that ain't like shit like no other generation. You like, damn, like what happened with their DNA? What went down with their DNA that's different from everybody else's DNA? That that Gen X, Honorable said Gen X. Gen X is real different. They real different. We can have a whole live on how the hell different they are. And they ain't got no problem telling you that they different and they stand on it. They stand on it. So yes, Gen X, listen, they didn't come here to play. And Zuckerberg about to damn find out. He definitely gonna get his money's worth with that little bit of money that he about to start paying them young folks. So on that note, y'all like the video on your way. Y'all like, share, subscribe. I don't know. I'll be back live again soon. I'm sure tomorrow in the morning I'll be back live on my damn long ass commute to work because I live in Atlanta. Traffic is bad, so that's why I be talking to y'all. But I'm going to be dropping some more content on this channel, just about everything that's popping off. So it'll probably be politics mixed with some other things, but y'all, it's just going down. It's just a lot going on. It's a lot going on. And I got a lot of opinions. Thank you, virtuous woman. Like, share, subscribe on your way out. And I appreciate y'all. And I catch y'all on the next podcast. Peace. Oh, take care of yourselves and one another. Heavy on the take care of yourselves. We always focus on taking care of everybody else and we tend to neglect ourselves. So I want today to make sure that you take care of yourself. Do something that's going to make you feel good, even if that's going to take a walk, a spin around the block, buying yourself a meal, just doing something for yourself. Take care of yourself. Catch you on the next broadcast. Peace.